The past decade has probably been the decade with the most changes. We have deeply integrated into the major cycle of the global economy. As the level of market economic development keeps rising, the complexity and saturation of the entire national economy have also grown stronger, and economic development has entered deep waters. After all, China is the world's second largest collective and also the largest unified market in the world. So for an investor like me who specializes in the consumer and service industries, I would say that the Chinese market is the best market in the world. What I want to do in my life is to create better consumer benefits for ordinary people and generate consumer surplus. Because my mother was a teacher, and at the age of 55, she switched careers and chose to go into clothing and catering. When I was a young teenager, I saw how my parents worked so hard, carrying things on their shoulders and in their hands, you know? They endured so much hardship, relying on hard work to make a living and earn a small profit. I believe that only by immersing yourself in the everyday lives of ordinary people and empowering them can you truly harness the power of time and the value of well-being. So, as we say, most people, especially investors, are always chasing after change. But they often overlook what doesn't change. And what doesn't change is that everyone has the right to pursue a happy and fulfilling life. That's why I feel fortunate to have chosen this industry. I believe that only by being focused and dedicated can we achieve true expertise. In the future, competition in China will definitely be about how professionalism creates value. Personally, I believe that no success comes easily. What you gain is always related to what you put in. For example, when I invested in companies like East Rock Super Drink, I witnessed the birth, rise, and growth of a nationally recognized Chinese beverage brand. In the future, it might even be able to compete among world-class brands. Jokingly speaking, in the past, the ones we invested in were like champions of the national games, but maybe in the future, there will be a chance to lead national brands to compete in the Olympics. When we talk about the Olympics of brands, it's really connected to the trends of the times and the opportunities for industry development. In areas like food, beverages, cosmetics, and dining, basically, all these sectors closely tied to everyday life and people's livelihoods, what we call essential, high-frequency, livelihood-related needs, and companies with strong infrastructure capabilities, we've seen really good investment performance and returns. So I think sometimes making the right choice is actually more important than just working hard. Only by understanding the patterns of China's economic development can we really aim for the future and achieve investment returns that keep pace with the times and are in sync with industry growth. As investors, we need to step back and observe the variables of this era, paying close attention to how the environment, patterns, and models of economic growth in China might change in the future. I think this era is indeed full of variables. It's a time marked by a high degree of uncertainty. In such an uncertain era, whether you're an investor, an entrepreneur, or even just an ordinary individual, I believe you need to spend a lot of time finding that sense of certainty. Only when you see through the fog of the world and find that anchor can you overcome the fluctuations of the market. Today's era, in fact, is a time of truly significant turning points. I believe the depth of your thinking and the thoroughness of your reflection often determine where you ultimately end up in life and in your career. So it's important for us to think more deeply. If you don't consider the bigger picture, you can't handle the details. This is an era where you need to plan carefully before taking action.